Hello, students. Give you some information about your final exam project. Your final exam project is going to be due mid-June, and I will give you information of what day is going to be for what class. And it's going to be slightly different from what you guys did for your midterms. So instead of just giving you a traditional paper and pencil and bubbling, you guys are actually going to be doing a packet of 8 problems done in class, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to present one of those 8 problems to a panel. And the panel is usually about 2 people of teachers, volunteers, college professors as well. And we did that during the midterms. So all you're basically doing is going to present one of the 8 problems that you did ahead of time in class, and you're going to basically tell that person or people how you answered the question. How did you solve that problem? In addition to that, you're going to present an individual project. So this is when it differs from the midterm. Midterms, you had a group project. This time, you're going to have an individual project. And what your individual project is, you're going to talk about a potential career that you would like to pursue after high school. So if you want to be an engineer, a teacher, nurse's assistant, dentist, physician, anything that you wanted to do, what is that career? And I want you to present it in a PowerPoint form. So again, we're going to do a lot of this stuff in class, but I want you to be able to maybe do some of this stuff at home as well. So if you wanted to put your perfection on it. And what I would like for you to show in that PowerPoint is these following steps. And we have seen these before, and I actually had you guys write these down in class, but I'm going to have refresh your memory a little bit. So you can use these per slide, okay? The minimum amount of slides I'm looking at probably like around 5. Now, do I want like a 20 slide PowerPoint? No. Okay, your presentation at most is going to be about 5, maybe 8 minutes long, depending on your explanation. If you're really on point and you know what you're talking about, you'll probably be done in about like 5, 6 minutes. So the slides or the information that I would like in your PowerPoint is going to be career description. So what I mean by career description is just give me a brief summary of what is that career. You can look this up on the internet. You can look it up in books in the media center. We got plenty of resources here at the school building. So you're going to give me a brief description of that career. The next things are the benefits and the limitations. You may know this as the pros and the cons of that career. So what are some of the benefits? If you want to be, say, an entrepreneur, okay, I can control my own hours, I'll make my own money, I'll be my own boss. But some of the limitations will be the long hours away from home, from your family. You are responsible for everything. And the big limitation that I could possibly see in most careers are customer satisfaction. Okay, so that's just a couple examples there. So what are some of the benefits and what are some of the limitations? You can have like more benefits than limitations. You can have like say 4 benefits and 5 limitations. Whatever you see are the benefits and limitations of that career. The next thing is how to make that career a reality. A lot of people would say, well, I have to go to college. Okay, go to college and study what? What type of classes do you need in order to be successful in this career? What do you need to do after college in order to be successful in this career? Do you have to do an internship? How long do you have to be in that internship before you can start working on your own? So a lot of more detailed. I want to know what type of courses. If you want to be a beautician by choice, what type of classes do you need? What's a passing score in order for you to say, yes, this person can cut hair. Yes, this person can do the dyeing and changing of colors and be able to do the marketing and all that, okay? So if you need to do certification, what type of certification do you need for that particular career? So I don't want to just hear, I got to go to college or I got to go to trade school. Go to trade school, go to college to study what? What classes do you need? What type of certification do you need? Okay? The next part is the mathematical connection to the career. Where is the math in that career? Are you dealing with a lot of geometry? Are you dealing with a lot of linear progression? Are you dealing with a lot of systems of equations? There's a lot of adding and subtracting. And where is it? Is it based on dealing with the books? Is it based on angles when you're doing hair cutting? Is it based on measurements when you're doing construction? Is it based on argument and logic if you're dealing with being a lawyer or a paralegal? What is it? Where is the math in that career? And then the last part is you're actually going to create your own math example. So it's not just going to be a math equation and you're going to solve it. You're actually going to set up the premise for it. So for a suggestion, look at some of the word problems that we've dealt with in class, or look online, math problems dealing with construction. Maybe you can get some ideas off of that. You could look inside some books. You could look into everyday publication, meaning newspapers, magazines. They can give you situations, but you're going to use what we've learned throughout the whole entire year, meaning linear equation, y equals mx plus b, slope, um, finding the line of best fit, linear system of equations, system of inequalities, anything that has to deal with factoring, basic multiplication, division, subtraction, the grouping, dealing with exponents, dealing with graphs, dealing with tables. Anything and everything that we've touched on, you're going to develop your own math equation. So, let's go through it again. You're going to present one of the 8 problems that you're going to do in class. Okay? You're going to develop a PowerPoint that deals with a potential career that you would like to pursue. You're going to have the career description, the benefits, the limitations. Now, benefits and limitations, that could be all one slide, one of those split slides, that's perfectly fine. How to make the career a reality. What courses do you need? What type of certification do you need? Do you have to take an internship? Also, where is the mathematical connection in a career? You may say that there's no math in any career. Every career has some form of math in it, okay? Regardless if it's elementary all the way up to advanced. And then the last one, you're going to develop your own math problem, okay? So it could just be a mathematical situation, like a real world situation, and then you're applying one of the concepts that we learned throughout the whole entire year to develop that example, okay? So one of the things that I did give, just to help you keep your thinking together, I did give a thinking map, and everyone should have this, so you might have to dig in those bags. The very top, you're going to write the career that you're willing to pursue, and then try to help out with the listing of the benefits and limitations. So again, you didn't have to fill out each of those lines. You could have had like 2 benefits and 3 limitations or vice versa, okay? So I was just trying to get you guys on point with your thought process with this, okay? So once you get all this stuff situated, we're going to do a lot of this in class, but if you want to do the extra creativity, make it as colorful as you can possible, but don't forget, make sure it's readable, okay? You're not going to just stand up here and just look at the board and start speaking word for word what's up on the board. Trust me, the panelists can read. They really want to look at how you're going to perform it, how you're going to not really debate it, but how are you going to speak upon a career that supposedly you want to pursue. Okay? So once we get all that situated, make sure at the end you list all your sources. Okay? So we're not just cutting and pasting and putting it on a PowerPoint. I can tell if you just cut and paste it because that is automatically going to be a 0 if you just simply cut and paste. Okay? So make sure you make this project your own. Trust me, a lot of people would love to be in your position. All you have to do is present something for maybe a total with the feedback from the panelists of 10 minutes. Your whole entire final exam is worth 10 minutes of your time. Okay? So put as much as your emphasis into it. And if you have questions, ask them during class or ask them during Wildcat Hour. All right.